Hello, everyone, and welcome to the live. Welcome to the kitchen of the Charles Fort Lauderdale Garden. Today, I'm going to be washing and cutting up these produce that came from the garden. Yeah, we have a couple of papayas, and we have Callaloo, the three varieties, and these are going to be given away. So I'm preparing it for someone. Thank you so much for stopping by. Welcome, welcome. As you come in, please remember to give a like. Yeah, appreciate it. So when a few more people come in, I will be starting by washing one of the fruits. I'm gonna peel it, seed it, cut it up, and prepare it for the giveaway. Well, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for coming. Thank you for stopping by the Charles Fort Lauderdale Garden. And if this is your first time, a very special welcome to you. Just go ahead, subscribe, and let's have some fun each time. Remember, when you subscribe to leave a notification, click the bell, then click all so that you get the videos as soon as they're published. So let me give about another minute for more folks to come in before we start. Yeah, the callaloo here are three different types. We have the green, that's the most popular one. This one, most popular. We have the red one, and the red one's right here. And the least popular one, this tricolored one. You know, they do have the same taste. It's just the color that is different. So I'm preparing it for a family member. Just gonna wash and cut them up, strip it. I'll show you how it's done, how it's generally done. And I'm gonna also give her one of these papayas. Thank you for your time. Welcome, 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 welcome. I do appreciate you coming by. And this is what I'm gonna be taking care of today, all from the garden. As you come in, will you go ahead and just give a thumbs up? Yeah, and I hope you'll stay by, stay here a little bit and see what's going on. See how these are prepared before they are consumed. Yeah. Welcome, welcome. I'm Marva. And how are you doing? Is it morning, evening, noon? What time is it where you are? It's 5:04 p.m. here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm going to use one of these. Let me take one, this one. So these came straight from the garden. So I'm going to wash it here in the garden. There it is. There's a tree right there, a papaya tree with some papayas on it. And underneath is a volunteer pumpkin patch. This pumpkin just showed up one day. The patch itself. We haven't gotten seen any pumpkin yet, but I've seen some blossoms, some flowers on it. Yeah, and that's the ackee tree. And that ackee tree is, it has a whole lot of, I'm going to see if I can zoom in. It has a whole lot of blossoms on it. See if I can zoom you in so you can see. Yeah, look closely in the middle of your screen there. That's blossoms you see there. Yeah. Welcome, welcome, folks. And from another section, you can see more papayas. See the papayas right on the right, top right of your screen? We have several papaya trees. If it's your first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming. So I'm in the kitchen today with the harvests. The greens you see here were harvested yesterday. They was alive when that was being done. So we have three types of greens. Callaloo or amaranth. You may know them as amaranth or callaloo. It's the same thing. We have the red ones. We have the tricolored ones. And the most popular, the green ones. Yeah. So I'm going to show you how those are prepared. And these are given away. These are going to be given away. Yeah, family member is getting the papaya and the greens. So let me start with the papaya. I wash it and I'm going to show you how it's, I don't know if maybe there's somebody here or who has never had a papaya. You know, you may have seen it in the store and not know what it's like. So this will be your chance. So stay with us. I'm going to show you what it looks like on the inside. I'm going to cut it up into chunks and put it in container for the giveaway. Let me get my cutting board right here. Thank you for coming. I really, really appreciate it. But don't forget your thumbs up though. Yeah. Go ahead and give your thumbs up. It's free. Yeah, thumbs up and subscribing. All of those are free. You don't have to pay not even a penny or pence or shilling, none of that. So I'm going to cut off the top here. Yeah. And then I'm going to contain it. I'm going to put it in. And by the way, everything that comes from the kitchen scraps go right back into the garden. Yeah. So they're going to become compost. So, and in here, you should see some seeds. A lot of seeds should be in here. Yes. Good. So I'm going to scoop it out with a spoon. That's the easiest way to get your seeds out of your papaya. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming. Hello, Jenny. How are you? Thank you for stopping by. And ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for your thumbs up as well. So scooping out the seeds here. It has a lot of seeds. And by the way, we have a lot of papaya seedlings that came from the papayas that we have had. Yeah. I like it when it has a lot of seeds, and especially if the papaya is very sweet, which they all are. They're very sweet. We have many papaya trees in the garden. Yeah. It's by the way, papaya grows here all year round. So that's why we can always have many because we plant them in succession. You know, there's always papaya seedlings coming up or young papaya trees or, you know, full mature ones. They're different sizes. All right, so what I'm going to do is cut this. Joanne, put a tablespoon of the seeds in water and drink them. They help clear parasites. Yes, parasites in your guts. Yeah, we've talked about that here on this channel. It sure does. This papaya has more vitamin C than an orange. And it has an enzyme called papain. It helps to break down protein. And papaya is also known to help with digestion. Yeah. Don't choose them. That's right. Don't chew them. It's very bitter. So, guys, what Joanne is saying, look at what she said about the seeds, but yeah, don't chew them. You're not going to enjoy them like that. Yeah, I do have information about papaya on this channel because we have them so often. And by the way, there's also a live video of me making papaya um papaya fries, hmm papaya salad. I did that last time. Papaya stew. I can eat them with lime juice. Oh, you're brave. That's nice. But it's very healthy though. It's very healthy for you. And the next thing I'm going to make, maybe on the next live, is papaya bread. Yeah. So different ways that you can enjoy this fruit. For some people that I also have done papaya juice and papaya smoothie. Yeah. Papaya juice is added with our we also have guava. So you add some guava in your juice with papaya. Wow, it is delicious. Well, bread, when will that be? I would like to watch sometime next week. So that's why I say subscribe, put your notification on, click the bell, and then click all, the word ALL, and you will be notified as soon as the video is uploaded. And I always give time. So like for today, this one was on for about 45 minutes before I go live. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna cut these up. This is nice and ripe. It's very delicious this way. Yeah. So go ahead and put on your notification, Joanne, and you'll see when I'm making the bread. You know what? I'm thinking I may do maybe Sunday. Uh, could be Sunday. Um, Many of my subscribers are off on a Sunday, and so I like to do lives in the evenings, Sunday evenings. All right, so I'm going to fill up this container here. It's for my niece. She loves papaya. She loves callaloo. So I'm gonna do these two. These two things are for her. What is the date and time where you are? Oh, it is June 4th at 5:13 p.m. Oh, I'm in far north Queensland, Australia. Okay, welcome. It's the 5th. Oh, you are in the future. What is it like there in the future at 7:13 a.m.? Wow. So you're about 12 hours ahead? At least half a day ahead. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate that, Joanne. Yeah. I know you are coming up on winter now. Yeah, winter for you. We are coming into summer. Not yet summer though. We have about another month before summer begins. Far north Queensland. Absolutely stunning morning. It's our winter. I have socks on and a cotton dress and going. Oh yeah, it's winter for you. It's amazing that we can still communicate with each other around the world, no matter what time of year or where we are. Yeah. So we are. Oh, I'm going to show you. Maybe you didn't see the beginning. I'm going to show you what it's like on the outside right now. I can see right through my kitchen window. Let me pack this in, and then I'll show you what's going on outside. This is our rainy season, by the way. Don't think we've been getting enough rain. I'm gonna put the cover on this and then I'll show you. Oh, sure. So you just getting up, 7 o'clock in the morning for you. All right. So this is loaded. So this is the first giveaway. All right. Let me show you what it's like on the outside before I continue. This is part of the garden. Right there on your left, you can see there's a papaya tree. There's some papayas on it. Oh, wet season is wet. And you watch plants grow in front of your eyes. Magnificent. Absolutely stunning. Okay. And then we have another fruit tree here called the ackee tree. It's loaded with blossoms, getting ready to put on fruits. And we have another one of our many papaya trees over here. Yeah. And usually at the end of of my live, if there's quite a few people on, I take you outside and give you a little tour. But we have all of trees are tropical fruit trees. Yes, I'm having a cuppa, then off to markets to sell food. Okay. All right. That's nice. You have a very interesting day. Yeah, at the market. I'm not sure you meet a lot of people. Sounds like fun. Okay, now I'm going to get ready now to prepare the callaloo, or also known as amaranth. There are three different types. If you're just coming in, welcome, welcome. This is amaranth or callaloo, the green kind. We have the red kind. We have the multicolored kind, all grown in the garden. Yeah. So I guess I won't be seeing you later on if we get to go into the garden because you have to go to the market, Joanne. So what I'm going to do now is show you how I prepare this generally. Okay. So the stem has this right there. See that? And we just peel it off like that. So that's what's going to be happening with all of them. Then I'll wash them. And I'm going to wash them in some vinegar, or you can wash them in salt because amaranth, one thing that really love amaranth are pests like worms. Oh, I do meet many people. Everyone has a story and I love listening. People nourish my soul. That is so good. That is so true. Yes. Everybody has a story. I like to listen to people's story. Then you get to understand people even better if you know their story. Yeah. And this is what we call, this is where the seed will be produced, like right here. Yeah. You are very knowledgeable. Oh, thank you. I guess my profession has a lot to do with that. Yeah. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna clean this up with, yeah, as I was saying, worms and bugs like um, caterpillars. They love to eat up this. Now, The reason mine is looking so nice and healthy right now, especially this time of the year, is because I plant them under a netted bed. Those that were not under a netted bed, oh, what, what's your profession? Okay, I was a teacher. I am a teacher still because I still do teach privately, tutor. All right, so they love to eat this, and they'll be all over it. So the ones that are in the underneath, under the netting, like these, have come out very, very lovely. No holes whatsoever, just fresh. The others that were in another bed, though, that was not covered, we actually had to, my husband and I, we had to uproot them all. It was so bad. I mean, and I found caterpillar. Caterpillars were just eating them up, having a feast, a buffet. So we just rooted that up, and we can't grow them in the bed without them being covered. And these, by the way, all of these are volunteer plants, meaning I did not plant them this year. Those seeds were from a year or two ago that just showed up in the bed. And we have quite a few of that going on outside with volunteer plants just showing up. One of our pumpkin patches has a large pumpkin in there. We did not plant that. I'm pretty sure that that pumpkin seed came from our kitchen scraps. So, like I said, everything that comes from the kitchen goes back into the garden. We just throw them in there, and sometimes they grow. For example, we have growth like tomatoes grew like that. Bell peppers have grown like that. We have had five, and if you check out the channel, five large pumpkins 3 years ago, I think. Yeah, five large pumpkins that came up from a volunteer bed. Just amazing. I think it's called the title, The Unbelievable Takeover, because they just took over a certain spot of the garden. And that's what the other one is doing right now. There's two of them out there, two different beds of pumpkins that are coming up voluntarily. John says, we have grasshopper. They love everything. I wish I could send you a picture of my magnificent happy trees, 12 feet tall trees, and the grasshopper have done a good job on them. You can send them to me. You know how to just send the pictures to my community post on YouTube. Go to my channel, go to community or post, and just post it there. Yeah, that's what I've asked my viewers to do, so I can see what's going on in your garden and everybody else can see. So go ahead and do that. Just upload it. Now it's going to be on your photos. Put in your photos, and then when you go to community, to the community post section, it will tell you. You just hit it, and all your pictures will come up. Choose the one that you want. You have to give YouTube permission though to go into your photos. But you can just do that temporarily just for that. So try doing that, because I would love to see them. Yeah, we don't have grasshoppers. Our thing, our pests is actually three things: two small ones and one big one. The small pest that takes will take over this garden if I'm not careful and if I don't observe daily, are aphids and white flies. Yeah, those will take over the garden. And then the big pests are raccoons. They come through every evening just as about the sun sets. Yeah. And then early in the mornings, they're walking back through the garden. And that's why I use a lot of netting on my beds, because raccoons have a habit of digging up You know, like rodents. All rodents do that. They dig in the ground and they're not necessarily eating, they're not eating anything from the garden. They're just digging it up. And when sometimes we plant our seedlings are there and they just dig them up. So so we have covered beds. And once you cover the bed, they're so used to that they just walk by. They don't even stop. If you see any stop and try to go into the netting, you know it's a new or a young pup that's just become curious. Yeah. So if you can just go ahead and send me, put it on my community post, that picture of the grasshoppers doing their thing. We are not allowed to use nets anymore. Oh, council regulations due to birds getting caught in them. Oh my. Oh my. Sorry about that. We have birds that come into the garden too. And for that reason, we installed 2 bird feeders. So the birds get to eat their own thing and they don't mess with our stuff. And they really don't. They don't mess with the fruits and the vegetables. Yeah. I see them trying, they're on top of the nets, but they don't get caught in there at all. Sorry to hear that you can't do that. But that is a very big deterrent and it helps. The nets help. So I'm just stripping off these things and then I'm going to wash them in vinegar. If you don't have vinegar, wash them in some salt water. If there are any pests on it, it will take care of that. Yeah. If you're just coming in, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Welcome to the kitchen of the Charles Fort Lauderdale Garden. I'm Marva, and I'm taking care of what came out of the garden. These are amaranths. I've already cut up a papaya, and these are giveaways. I'm giving these away. Yeah. If you're just coming in, go ahead and answer the poll questions. Did you leave a like? Did you subscribe? If you subscribe, I guarantee you'll be learning a lot about planting. That you don't need a big space to plant. In fact, you don't need land space. Put them in containers. And people often ask me, what should I start with first? And what did you say? Do you have no jubacaba trees? No, don't know what that is. Maybe we know it by another name. It sounds like a fruit tree. I'm gonna have to look that up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up. But I know I watch a YouTuber from Australia that has a garden too. It's just amazing how everything is dormant in the ground during the winter time. And then come spring, they spring up back as lush as ever. Yeah, we don't have that luxury here. That doesn't happen here. Except these things, they will come back. As long as it starts raining, then the amaranth comes back. But I see they plant all kinds of stuff in their garden there. Hmm. You may be wondering, what do I use to keep the pests away? Other than the netting, we make the only other thing that we might purchase is neem oil. NEEM. Neem oil is a plant-based oil. Doesn't damage your crops, doesn't damage the environment, but the pests don't like it. So that's the only pesticide that we use. But other than that, we make our own. You can and pesticide and fertilizers are very easy to make. You can start with your kitchen scraps. See all the kitchen scraps? You put it in a container, put some water in the container, and let it sit. You can keep adding to the container daily and let it sit for a week or two. Man, you have a very good set of fertilizer to use on your plants. I have a video on that too. You can't just use it like that because you may just burn up your plants. You have to dilute it when you finish. So I've done that. I also make my pesticide slash fertilizer. The fruit grows on the trunk and branches, delish, healthy. The skin is bitter, but I just swallow. You like so it looks like you can tolerate bitter things. Okay. Grows on the trunk. Oh, the only thing I have in my garden that will grow on the trunk when it starts, I mean, other than the papaya, is jackfruit. Yeah. Jackfruit is one of my favorite fruits. So we have a tree that we have had from a seedling. It takes 5 to 7 years for jackfruit to start bearing fruits. And that the tree we have is only just begun its fifth year. So I'm hoping that this is the year it starts bearing fruits. Yeah. We have several fruit trees, and there are videos on my channel that shows the fruit trees like uh, papayas, of course, lots of pineapples. We have avocados. We have nesberries or sapodilla, it's known as, guavas, bananas, plantains, mango, hog plum. Don't know if I'm leaving out anything, but we have beds of. Oh, guys, I hope you get to. I hope you check out the videos that show the two large cantaloupes that were harvested last week. One at a time, though. One the week before and one last week. 5 pounds. The first one was weighed 5.5 pounds. The second one weighed 5 pounds. And there's a third one in the bed out there now. I hope it continues to grow. And then we also have in the bed, we harvested 54 cucumbers. Yeah. First time growing it in the bed. We usually grow our cucumbers in containers. And we never got more than like 10 or maybe a dozen. But this time, we just let it run in the bed. Didn't have to use a trellis to keep it up. And we got 54. Of course, you know that's what's going to happen next time. We're going to plant them in the beds again. Yeah. We also have eggplants that we planted. We have a container of herbs. Oh, yeah. I was telling you, now that I remember, I was telling you sometimes people ask what's the best thing to plant when you just start gardening. I would say herbs like parsley, you know, and oregano. Those can be planted in small containers. Thyme, green onions, those grow really fast. They're easy to plant. Yeah, and I can tell you this too. Once you start planting one and you see the result and the great feeling that you get from the rewards, huh, you're not going to want to stop. You're going to want to do something else, like tomatoes. Tomatoes will never fail you. We have had a large harvest of tomatoes. In fact, 2 weeks ago, I made a green tomato salsa. It's on one of the lives. Check out the videos. It was delicious too. These different, even though these are different colors, ladies and gentlemen, they taste the same way. You close your eyes and you chew on them, it's the same taste. Yeah. The red ones, they say, is more nutritious. Go ahead, and, ladies and gentlemen, and help push out the videos by giving your thumbs up. I usually ask if you could do at least two of these four things. And the four things are either subscribe, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, and share the video. So if you can do at least two of them, and all of these are free, doesn't cost you anything. That's a way of helping the channel to grow. And then YouTube will push the videos out when they see that the comments are coming in and the thumbs up are coming in and all of that. I thank you in advance. Yeah. That's the seed right there. I just showed. Okay, let me show you again. This is with the seed. So what I do is most when I'm harvesting, I'll cut off the seeds and just drop them right back in the bed. And once you do that, you never have to really plant again because they are going to come up as soon as it starts raining again. When the rainy season comes, and as long as you are harvesting, it will continue to come up. Amaranth. It's either Callaloo or amaranth. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Anybody here ever had Callaloo? I know in some countries they have Callaloo, but it's not exactly this different type of Callaloo. It's very nutritious. There's no bugs on here, and I'm just gonna have to keep growing them underneath the netting. That's the only way we will be able to get good Callaloo, because the worms, and it's usually worms that would eat them up. And for the first time this year, I saw that you big caterpillar. I'm growing. Oh, you're growing Callaloo reds? Yeah, the green one. And where are you growing it, reds? Thank you for responding. And how are they coming up? The worms, the pests getting to them? Yes, in Canada. Okay, that's nice. Are you bombarded with pests? You know those worms that like to eat Callaloo? I don't know if the climate may have something to do with yours not doing that as much. I usually ask viewers if they would, send a picture of what's in their garden. Just put it on my community post. We would love for everyone to see. No pests yet. Oh, you say yet? Does that mean you're expecting it to happen? I don't know if you were hearing earlier what I said, what the reason why these don't have pests. is because I grow them under netting. And usually at the end, when I'm finished, I would, I take my audience outside so you can see some of what's going on in the garden. I will definitely show you where, especially the green ones. The red ones right now are not under netting because I wanted them to grow. When I planted them, what I noticed with the red ones is they take a long time before you start seeing them coming up. And when they came up, only a few stalks came. So I left it so that they could grow and start seeding. So they grew into almost like trees. And then the seeds came. I harvested the seeds. Then, and while that was happening, the bugs were getting to them. So I had to cut it down, cut down the stalks, start them all over. I sprayed with neem oil and allowed it to start growing all over. And that's what happened here. And now they're coming up without the bugs, but I have to watch to keep on them because those bugs, I think they work overnight. While we're sleeping, bugs are working. I believe that firmly. Yeah, I believe while we're sleeping, bugs are working. So on the red ones here, I really don't trust that it's not 100% bug free. I don't see them yet, but I believe that I may find. See what I'm talking about? Check this out. I just looked at the one that has the holes in it. And look at here. See that? That's a tiny caterpillar. Uh-huh. So that's what I mean. The ones that's not on the net, yeah. I don't trust them. I don't trust that there are no bugs on them because that's how it is. It's the nature of it. So that's why I wash them. Even when I don't see it, I wash my greens in vinegar or salt. Yeah. So I wash them and kind of soak them in there. Thoroughly wash. Especially when I'm giving them away, I make sure they're thoroughly, thoroughly washed. Then I'm going to cut them up and bag them for her. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your thumbs up. I really appreciate it. If you're one of those who forgot it, go ahead and do it now. Go ahead and give you a thumbs up. And my goal, this channel, the goal for this channel is to encourage you to dig a hole and plant something. Things are very expensive these days. Every day I go to the store and I see how expensive foods are. Yeah, and for the first time this year, we planted carrots. So there's also carrots in the bed. We also have string beans. We plant that every year. Always get a good harvest of string beans. What vegetable is this? Else is that Esley? Eslin? Eslin souvenir. This is called Callaloo, or you may know it as amaranth. So I have three types here: the red, the green, and the multicolored ones. This is the multicolored ones. Yeah. Oh, we also have, here's three of them in here that I harvested yesterday. We also have Scotch bonnet in the garden. I'm going to give her these two. Yeah. Have you ever had them at these, Eslin? Or have you ever heard of them? Callaloo or amaranth. Have you ever heard of it? She said, okay, I've never seen the multicolored one. Yes, a lot of people said they have never seen it. Yeah, the green one is the most popular. Then the red one. And now, yeah, we have the multicolored one. I think there's also a yellow one too, a yellow type. I planted that one year, but it never came up. I'm going to try it again though. Yeah. See, I'm finished now here. Get ready to wash them. Okay. All right. So these scraps from the papaya and this is going right back. Gonna make compost in the garden. So I'm gonna clean up here so I can get ready to cut them up once it's ready. Clean up my air again. I'm gonna put some water in here, put some vinegar. Oh, let me move you up so you can see better. Oh, as he said, oh, you live in Brooklyn and plant every year. The garden is my happy place. It is such a happy place. Yeah, I agree. I certainly agree. So I guess it's warm enough now for you to start planting in the garden there. I'll get the vinegar here. I'll get the vinegar. Garden is a peaceful place for you to sit and meditate or walk around. That's vinegar. I'm going to be pouring more, so let me leave it right here. So I'll just put some in here and let this kind of soak in there, wash it leaf by leaf. Let me get the container that I'm going to put it in once I'm finished washing it. Welcome, welcome, folks. Oh, we've been back to, oh, yes, I did that last year in the spring. So I'm waiting for, in the fall, sorry, in the fall. So that's what I'm waiting for in the fall. I'm going to be planting bok chow. One of the easiest things to grow as well. Yeah, that's nice. I would love to see that some of those. I don't know if you would mind um, posting some on my community page. And make sure you guys can see. Yeah. I'll just soak a little bit first. It's cloudy on the outside. Check it out. Let me show you. Ah, it's hard to see the sky from this end, but take my word, it's cloudy. It's been drizzling all day. Oh, you will? Okay, yeah. I'm located in South Florida. Thank you. Yeah, go ahead and post on my community page. I'd like to see that and whatever else you have in your garden. It will encourage others to plant, do something. Dig a hole and plant something. That's my phrase. Dig a hole and plant something. It's a very rewarding experience. The thing about the red callaloo, when you cook it, it makes your pot red. I mean, the the meal itself, yeah, it will be red, but it tastes just as good as the green one. Yeah, just take some pictures of what's in your garden, and I'd love to see it. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time, for commenting, for responding. Thank you for your thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed, just go ahead. It's free. Subscribe and watch the videos. Just trying to encourage others to dig a hole, plant something. Once you start, you don't want to stop. It's a feel good activity. For those of you just coming in, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm preparing two of the things that were harvested from the garden. First thing I prepared was the one of our papayas. I'm giving away all of this. Papaya is a giveaway. This is a giveaway as well. I'm just cleaning it up, and the person who get it will cook it. I was going to do that for us, but when she told me that she would love some callaloo, I said, okay, I'll give you this and wait for my next harvest. And the harvest comes within 5 days, you know. They go fast. And as long as you are harvesting, yeah, it will continue to produce. Whenever you harvest it, hello, Job. Welcome, welcome again. Thank you for stopping by. When your fruits and vegetables are ready to be harvested, ladies and gentlemen, you should go ahead and harvest them. Because what you're telling the plant is that when you harvest, the plant gets the idea that it can produce more. If you leave it there, it stops producing. It thinks you're finished. But the more you harvest, is the more it will produce. Like my Scotch bonnet peppers, these greens, that's how they work. My ackee tree is loaded with blossoms now. Once they start producing fruits, yeah, as soon as they are ready, open up and ready, you harvest them, then you'll get more. Thank you for your thumbs up. Appreciate it. The red ones are the ones that were not on the net, and so I'm paying close attention to these especially. The green ones I know don't have any, there's no bugs under there. And so is the multicolored ones. They're also on the net. I hope you guys stay on so that at the end, as long as it's not raining, I'll take you outside because I do have to take out the scraps, put it in the compost bin. Check the water. It's totally clear and clean. All right, I'm gonna put another set again with some vinegar. These green ones are bug free. And by the way, see these broadleaves ones? They're called the cow tongue variety. Look at that broad. The red ones are always this size. All right. All right, the last batch. You're just coming in. I'm washing the Callaloo slash amaranth in vinegar water. If there are any bugs on it, I take care of them. And I say if you don't have any vinegar at hand, most people have salt. Salt your water and let it sit for a little bit and wash them off. We'll take care of those bugs too. Hello, Rob One Courage. Welcome, welcome. Greetings to you too. Thank you for stopping by. Just taking care here of some um, produce that I'm giving away. Papaya and callaloo. Welcome, welcome. We have three kinds of callaloo: the red ones, the green ones, and the multicolored ones. How are you doing, Rob One? Ladies and gentlemen, you can check out Rob One Courage channel. He's a content creator too. Yeah. So these are very clean now. All right. So I'm going to get ready to cut these up. I'm gonna squeeze them out though more. Okay. Sorry. So even the stem and all, everything gonna be cut up. See, once these are soft, it's easy to cook. But if you leave them out there too long, the stem will get hard. So you should try to harvest your callaloo before they start to seed. But if they seed and the stem gets hard, just cut off the stem and use the leaves. The leaves are always good. All right, so this is how I do it. I like to do it small. Put this out of the way. And this is very easy to cook. If you can cook spinach, you can cook this. Just saute it with a little bit of oil. And now you see that it's already wet. You won't need to put any water on it when you're cooking it. Just season it with some, you can add onions, peppers, garlic, and then put it into in your skillet. Saute it. And you get yourself some greens you can eat with any starchy thing like your. As a matter of fact, some people cook this with salt fish or even chicken. You can add proteins to it, but you don't have to. It can be done just without the protein. And you have it with some rice or some ground provision, any way you want to have it. Some pasta. Yeah. It can be eaten for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. All right. I'm going to put it in this container here so it can air out a little bit until I'm ready to put it, to bag it for her. Look how beautiful it is. The different colors. It sure looks beautiful, colorful. I kind of, wrap it tight so they stay together. All right, let me get the container. These are the Scotch bonnet peppers. Okay. I told her I'd call her when I'm finished. This is one less process that she'll have to do because this is the part that takes the longest. The preparation part takes the longest. Once you finish this, you cook it. That's the shortest process. Because in 15 minutes, you finish cooking it. When I'm finished, it's still not raining. So when I'm finished, I'm going to take you outside into the garden. Remember your thumbs up though. I know there's some people who think they have their thumbs up, but check, it might be you who didn't put your thumbs up yet. Maybe you're the one who didn't subscribe. It's going to be about 80% of you watching right now not subscribed. Usually at the end of the live, YouTube tells me what percentage of the viewers are subscribed. Usually more, a lot more than those who watch are not subscribed. Remember, it's free. So if you like what you're seeing, go ahead and subscribe. And then when you subscribe, don't just leave and never come back. Watch the videos. It doesn't help me if you subscribe and then that's it. You need to watch. Look at this. Beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. She's getting a nice set of Callaloo. They do retain water. That is why after you wash and you're getting ready to cook it, you don't need to add water to your pot because it also springs water. That's what greens do. You know? Okay. Let me show you one of the local birds, the blackbird. See right there on the ground. That's a local bird. Yeah. Coming into the kitchen is always a pleasure because I can do whatever I'm doing and still see a portion of the garden. I can see when it's raining or it's not raining. I can see when it's windy. Yeah. Getting ringside view. There are all kinds of birds that come into the garden. Those blackbirds, that's the local birds too. We have blue jays. They're there every day. There's doves. And sometimes we are um, favored with some parrots. Yeah, beautiful parrots, colorful parrots. All right, I think I have another set, one more set. Just gonna make this into one bunch. All of this will be cut up into one set. All right. Now this is the last set. And if you stick around, you'll get to see what's going on the outside. All right. Oh, she's getting a lot. So this is the amaranth that is washed, cut up, and is ready to be steamed or sauteed. Amaranth callaloo. All right, guys. So let me clean up here and then take you outside if you stay. All right. I can do away with these now. And this is what's going out into the compost bin. Clean up all of this and take it out there too. Kitchen scraps is very good for your garden. All right. Let me clean up this part right here, this portion of the counter, so I can put you closer. Next time, my plan is to make papaya bread. In fact, I'll show you a piece that I have. Here's a piece of papaya bread. So this weekend I'm going to make another one. I hope you'll come back to see it. So subscribe, put on your notification, hit the bell, press all, ALL, and once this is uploaded, any video, you will be the first, one of the first to be notified. Hurry up before it starts to rain because I want to go out there and put this away and show you a portion of the garden. All right, we're almost there. Check out the video of how to make papaya French fries. All right. Now I'm going to take you outside. I hope you're still there. And this is what's going outside. Everything is used in the kitchen scraps. Yeah. Oh, it looks very cloudy. I'm gonna see what I can do. I have to change shoes. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. All right, so I'm going to take you. Oh, I have some more stuff that I put out here too that needs to go into the compost bin. But this is the garden here. I'm going to need my, let me get, hold on guys, don't fall. I need my longer tripod. Huh? Look at that. That's cloudiness. That's not nighttime. It doesn't, the sun doesn't set for another 45. I mean, no, what am I saying? This is what, 6:30? It sets at 8:15. Yeah, about an hour and a half. So I'm going to need to switch tripods so I can get my hands free. Well, these are some of the nets that I was telling you about. But let me take this over to the compost bin first. And the compost bin is that black box right there. And let's go over there. All right, so now I'm going to show you where the callaloo came from. Oh, and here are the nets. All right, the red callaloo came from here. Remember I told you that I had to make it grow until it gets started seeding. And so once the seed came on, I harvested it. And now I'm just cutting from these. Once they go, that's what you saw in the kitchen. And the sets, the green and the multicolored ones came from this bed. There's a little patch in here. It's always growing. Let me open up this bed for you. Hold on, guys. It's the zipper somewhere along here. I'm just gonna show you in here. I'll take you off of the tripod. Yeah, so these are the green colored callaloo or amaranth, and on the other side were the multicolored ones. Yeah. And here we planted these watermelon. Two sets are in here. You know they run on vines. So these vines are going to be all over. It's going to take over the whole place. And on that side was where we had all our collard greens. We had collard greens for 6 months that we were harvesting from. All right, so let me close up this back. I don't want to forget it, and then the raccoons come tonight. But I'm going to show you some more of the garden. Go ahead and give a thumbs up. If you like being out here, give a thumbs up, please. And this is where we got our Scotch bonnet peppers from. This plant right here is ever producing Scotch bonnets. There are green ones there. It's hard for you to see, but here's one. And there's a bunch. Oh, sorry. I think I'm going to take you off of this until I need you. The tripod. Look at this bunch right here. Yeah, there are quite a few on here. Some right there. Yeah. When they're ripe, they turn orange, like the ones they saw on the inside. And this bed right here is our heat tolerant vegetable. That's okra. They can tolerate heat. During the summertime, there's a lot that we cannot plant because they don't tolerate the heat. They just burn up. But okra and the pepper will last. They will. Of course, we have our pineapple beds. This is two of many. I'm going to show you some pineapples that are growing in the containers though. Over here is where we have our guava tree. Right now we have young guavas. When they start bearing, they're going to give us a lot. We'll be harvesting every day. See? Once they get mature, it'll be an everyday harvest. And this is one another. This is a dwarf papaya tree. This is the only dwarf one we have. The others are regular ones. I'm gonna let this stay for another day before I harvest that. And here is one of our plantain. Look at that. This is the first, well, I shouldn't say the first. Here's the first plantain that came up after the cold snap. But the cold snap weakened the plant, and so it broke. But it's still attached. So I decided to leave the plantain there and hope that it will continue to mature. But right next to it is the sister plant, right here, giving us one. This is a papaya tree that we have been harvesting from a lot. It's almost finished. We started harvesting from way down here. And by the way, you want to know what this is? This is what we use to deter squirrels and anything that crawls from going up here. So this, there is no way for them to grab. They just keep sliding down. They can't get it. So that's how we keep squirrels out of our trees. We have one squirrel that comes in here all the time. He really tries. And here, oh, I need to put some food in here for the birds. The bird feeders are right here. And this keeps the squirrel from going up there. Thank you for the floating hearts. I appreciate it. See, once they put, if the squirrel comes up here and put his foot up here, his paw, it just falls off. Yeah, can't get up there. And here in this bed is where we had, right here is where we just last week, no, the week before last, 2 weeks ago, we harvested all of our tomato. The tomato plant was taking up the whole place. It was just so heavy. No matter how many of these we put up there on them, it just couldn't last. We harvested all of it, got a good crop, was able to make some salsa. Here's where we have peppers, mini bell peppers. Here's a little one coming up right there. And eggplants. That's an eggplant over here. Behind me is a nesberry or sapodilla tree. Oh, we have had a lovely harvest. We're able to share a lot of this fruit. We still have some more though. Look at this one. Quite a few here. Nice big ones too. Wow. So you may know this as sapodilla or nesberries. Lots of nesberries up there in the top. If you want to know if nesberry, you shake the tree and the fit ones will fall off. Put them on your counter in a few days, they'll be ripened. More fruits. Here is our cherry. It's called a Barbados cherry tree. Last week I was able to get two. Now this cherry tree is very finicky. Sometimes it produces fruits, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes we get a whole lot on it. I don't see any now. But last I was able to get two juicy ones from it. Yeah. And over here in this bed is our carrots. Hold on, let me show you. Carrots and on this side we have our, hold on guys. This is our string beans over here. We haven't had any. In about a week, we should see some string beans growing here. As I see lots of blossoms, lots of flowers. I think I'm gonna have to release my hand, put you on the tripod so you can see inside of the carrots. I'm gonna close up back this bed. It's very cloudy, looking dark. And that's why the creatures thinking it's night. You can hear them. The raccoons will soon start coming around too. But if they see me, they turn back. Now, this is the carrots. Carrot bed here. Those are carrots. First time planting carrots, by the way. A lot of them didn't come up. See the empty spots. But we're going to be grateful for whatever we get. It's going to be a couple more months at least before we get some. The birds are at roost. I can hear them up in the tree. That palm tree there, that's the state tree. It's called the sable palm. A tall one, the tallest one. Let me close this back and then I'll tell you what came out of this bed. Yeah, this is where we got our two huge cantaloupes. Came from out of here, and then look, there's another one right there. I don't know how much of this is going to grow, but we just left it there for just in case it does. And over here is where we had our 4.5 dozens of cucumbers. Here is a volunteer papaya tree. It grew up on its own. It planted itself right here in this bed. And we're getting some papayas from here. And down here, another volunteer plant, pumpkin. So I decided to take up residence. Also, another resident. Oh, sorry about that. I almost lost you guys. Another resident is this mini bell pepper plant. And we put our kitchen scraps in there, and that's how they get fed. Sorry about the aircraft overhead. I think you can see that it is so tiny in the sky. You can see it. And then under here we have our herbs, like oregano, thyme, green pepper, green onions, parsley. And over here we have basil in this one. These netting keep the pest out. And here is this volunteer plant that took up residence over here again. That's another pumpkin. We planted two pineapples in there. I don't know if you can see them because this plant took over. There's one pineapple right there. And there's another one over here. Uh, in there. Let me see if I can make way for you. Yeah, there it is. And right here is a pumpkin. Look at that. Yep. And here is a section of my container section of pineapples that I have to work on. We have pineapples coming up though. That breeze tells me that it's probably going to be raining soon. There's small ones. All these are in containers. So, ladies and gentlemen, that tells you that that's all you need to plant. Some containers and grow bags. See that these are recently planted in the grow bags right there. And another one just a couple days ago we planted those. And here is our sugarcane section for the first time. Planting sugarcane, they're growing rapidly. But it takes 12 to 18 months for the harvest. And down there you will see some vines. That's cantaloupe. We planted another cantaloupe here. Ooh, look at this. First time I'm seeing it. Here's a baby cantaloupe. You see that? Hmm. I wonder if there's any more. Because the vine is going all the way around um, the sugar cane here. Did you plant any corn? No, Reds. Didn't plant any corn, but I'm gonna try one day. I love corn. It's my favorite vegetable. But I'm looking to see if there's any more cantaloupes coming up here. Hmm, that's nice. And we enjoy coconut too from our dwarf coconut tree. We have another tree over there too. Can't take you any further, or else I'm gonna lose you. As you can see, we have banana plants. This one is going to be shooting out a banana soon. I can tell. It's really growing tall. And behind them, where we have our dwarf avocado and also a regular avocado tree. If you check out the video, the last video that came out showed you the avocados on the tree. And that's the jackfruit tree I was telling you about on the inside. Hopefully, it will be producing fruit soon. You remember I told you that we have a lot of papaya in different sizes. Here's one. And there's a container of seedlings. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to show you the sweet potato bed. It's way over there on the other side. Sweet potato bed. But I want to see if I can catch two avocados from that tree from here. Let's see if I can catch it. It's right above those dried leaves. Two of them right in the center of your screen. Do you see them? Yeah. And the miniature tree is back here behind this banana plant. Let me take you to some of the grow bags where the seedlings are. We have more eggplants here and here. These are seedlings of papayas. I guess maybe too much water. They're kind of looking yellow. This is beets. It's so container was planted at the same time. This came up Nothing here. You planted Jamaican? Yeah, sweet potato reds. Yeah, that's what I planted on the other side too. That's nice. And this is ginger. Ginger takes a long time, about 9 months before you get ginger. Yeah. And the same time that we planted cucumbers in the bed over there, some seeds in here. The seeds came up and they just stuck. They're not coming up anymore. It's been like that for a long time. Here is where we're going to get our next bunch of harvest from this tree. This is the ackee tree. Look at that. My sweet potatoes are not doing well. Any tips? Oh, did you plant it at the right time? Each zone have its time. And I know this with sweet potato, if you don't plant it at the right time, you will get a whole lush bed. And then when comes 3 to 4 months, you get nothing. And I realize if you don't plant them at the right time, all you're growing are leaves. So check out the zone that where you're living in and see when you should plant anything at all. Put your zone in and then see what's supposed to be planted at that time of the year, of any time of the year. But this ackee tree, if these stay on, man, we'll be having ackees for a long time. I'll be getting a whole lot to share because this tree is loaded with blossom. But you can't count your eggs before they're hatched because a heavy wind might come through one day and you lose a whole bunch. Yeah, it's the ackee tree. Now, this tree is called hog plum, but this is a very disappointing tree. The hog plum, this third year in a row, it comes up, yes, sometimes see these little fruits, and they're so small too. But this year, they're not ripening. They are not ripening. Let me show you some. And they're tiny. So you know what we did? We're cutting it down little by little, but no worries. We're planting its cousin. These are the bigger kinds, and it's growing really fast. So the cousin is right there, but little by little, we have to take this down. It's just there doing nothing. And we would like to have, we're planting because we want the food. That's the idea. Here's another of our papayas. Let's see if there's any. Oh, there's a little one right there. But we have had papayas a lot. We have been harvesting a lot of papayas. I know that this one will be harvesting. Maybe I should. Let me see. Because this tree has been infested with ants. And so I had put some nice. I put some cinnamon powder on the tree. Do you see any ants? Nope. Yeah, they're gone. Because the first three papayas, they bore holes in it, and just we never enjoy them. We never get to enjoy them. So I am hoping that it got rid of them now, and so we won't have to have that issue anymore. No ants. Yeah, so it works. Hello, Miss Mix Vlogs. Welcome. Oh, Sister Elsie Raid. Thank you so much. Thank you. Elsie Nightborn again. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it, guys. A raid is something you want on your channel. What she did was at the end of her live, she sent her audience over here. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, I just came out of the kitchen and I'm showing what's going on the outside. Yeah, it's a bit cloudy today, but it's one of our nicest days. It's not hot. Yeah. So appreciate you coming by. Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't know if you saw the ackee tree. I was showing how it's low blossoms. Patricia, welcome in. Thank you so much. Nice, nice Florida. Best place to live, Miss Blogs is saying. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you for coming too. This is ackee tree. Loaded, loaded, loaded. I am so looking forward to harvesting them. Yeah, and right here we have some more banana plants. It did affect the banana and plantain plants. Really did. And every time I come out here, I look to see if this jackfruit tree is starting to do anything yet. I don't see any, the jackfruits grow right on the trunk. Don't see anything yet, but hey, maybe coming soon. The burn all of mine. Oh, you mean yes, the cold weather burnt all of yours? Yeah, it did that. It burnt up the plants, and whatever fruit was on it just got stunted, never continued growing, it stopped growing. So we had to cut off a bunch just last week and throw it out because it wasn't growing anymore. This is of if you're just coming in from kitchen scraps. That's my best estimate. And we have, and it's taking up residence among our pineapple. One there, and there's another one over there. But hey, look at this nice pumpkin, huh? I hope it gives us something. So taking up all this room, I, you know, one year I was telling my audience earlier, we had 5 pumpkins that came up on another part of the garden. The patch showed up and we got 5 big pumpkins. It's on the channel. It's a video. The Call it the unbelievable takeover because that's what it did. It took over the garden, but we enjoyed and were able to give away pumpkins, and that's our pineapple container section. So what I'm telling you, like I said earlier, the goal of this channel is to let you know that you don't need land space to grow. Start in a container. Pineapples are in container right here. Thank you for the raid. Kevnish, thank you so much. Welcome, welcome. Like done. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. We got big and small. And you see that the cold weather messed up with these tropical plants. But we'll take whatever we get, whether it's big or small. And grow bags. So you have your containers, you have grow bags you can grow in, grow your food. Foods are expensive now. That black container right there is where we have our white yam. Can't take you over there, as you'll be gone. Buffing will start and we'll lose you. But our white yam, we already harvested almost 4 pound white yam from the same containers over there. And so the head is in there now. And it's trailing up a piece of board that we put up there. So we know that in 9 months, we will be having a piece of yam. This is our dwarf Julie mango tree. And this Julie mango tree also gave us tomatoes. And you may be wondering, how? Watch Queen, welcome, welcome. How can a Julie mango tree give you tomatoes? Well, a tomato plant decided to plant itself right up among the tree, and it was coming all the way up. Oh yeah, and we harvested some. The video is also on the channel. Volunteer plants are always welcome in this garden. Our sugarcane is doing very well. And among it is our cantaloupe that we planted. And I just saw this one, a baby one. Hopefully we'll get more than one like we did in the bed. Anybody saw the two large cantaloupes that came out of the bed? And these are our dwarf coconut trees. And dwarf does not mean the coconut tree is small. Oh, you'll be in the background, Kevinish? Okay, thank you so much. A dwarf tree produces fruits much earlier than the regular tree. That's what a dwarf tree is. So you notice it's still tall, but they started producing fruits very early. And you can just spare, you can all, just reach them by grabbing them. And those of you just come in, let me take you on the other side. These are our beds that we keep out our pests. This is the bed where we got 54 cucumbers from, right that little spot. And over here is where we had two large cantaloupes, but we didn't clean it up because another one decided to come up too. Hopefully this one will grow. And here we have two beds of pineapples. Appreciate the raid. Thank you so much. And our carrots are in this bed. Our first time planting carrots. And so we also have string beans over here. And this is where I harvested the red callaloo that was in the kitchen that I just cut up. This is eggplants and mini bell peppers are over here. Thank you for your thumbs up, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for subscribing too. Yeah. And over here, oh, this is where we had a huge tomato section before we harvested everything. Over here we have watermelon. First time planting watermelon. Oh, I need to go get my hands free so you can see inside the bed. So let me go back and get the stand. Yeah. Put you on the stand so I can open up the beds. And, because we've been having rain and I can see that the mosquitoes are out here. All right, here's our okra bed. And down here are our scotch bonnets. It's loaded with scotch bonnets. I already harvested the ripe ones, but we have lots of green ones here. Look at that. Large bunches. There's a large bunch right here. Put it inside so the raccoons don't walk on it. Oh, and this is where we planted our potato slits. Vivid Worth, welcome, welcome. Thank you. Thanks for the raid. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. Let me show you what's. This is where we had our green callaloo and the tricolored ones. For those who have never seen the tricolored callaloo, if you go back to the beginning of this live, you will see them being cut up. Just cut them up in the kitchen. I'm giving them away. But our green color, and by the way, these are volunteer plants. They showed up here, and we've been harvesting every like 5 days. And the vine you're looking at is a watermelon. There's a vine over here, and there's one on the other side of the bed. Bless life. Welcome, welcome. Welcome once again. Thank you so much for stopping by. Yeah, I'm trying to show what's out here before it starts to rain. Because you can see the clouds. And rain is in the forecast. Oops. Oh, sorry about that, folks. I hope I didn't lose you. And this is our guava. Young guavas are here now, but there are lots of them. I know that there are two big ones up on the top yesterday, but they weren't ready yet. They were still green, and I have to come out and check every day. So, oh, look at this. Just so that the birds or nothing goes up there and get them. Yeah, they're not ready yet. But you know what I wish? Right now, I wish I could find a ripe nurseberry to eat at this very moment. Mm. And while there are nurseberries here, there are young ones springing up too, you know. So this tree is bearing fruit all year. They're coming even when the fruits are still on the tree. I can smell. That means there's a ripe one somewhere. I smell something. Mm. I bet you it's up in the top where I can't reach it right now. I have a feeling it's here, somewhere over there. I can smell it. Yeah. I want to just let's check this one. Mm-mm, that's not it. Or maybe it's on the ground. Oh, awesome. Yes, Patricia. Awesome it is. Thank you, Watch Queen Cooking. Thank you so much. All right, I think it's elusive today. I'm not going to find a ripe one. But these are big though. They are growing big. And this is the end of the harvest, and they still continue to grow. This tree was loaded, totally loaded. I've given away, I have to say at least hundreds. Uh, there's a rotten one down here. That's what I think I'm smelling. I don't know if you guys can see that right there, but yeah, that's what I'm smelling. Huh. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming in the summertime. These beds, most of them won't be producing anything. They go on sabbatical because it is so hot during the summer that nothing can grow. We have to plant just heat tolerant plants like the okra. Of course, the pineapples will be there, but mostly greens, no greens. They won't grow in the summertime, and that's okay. We focus on the trees though, the fruit trees, and we get a lot of fruits. Bananas, plantains, they should be coming up soon, and we're going to get a whole lot of ackee. Yeah, you saw the blossoms. We're going to get a lot. Yeah, a lot of nurseberry. Yeah, and that's not even a lot. No, that's not even a lot. I just picked this huge fruit from this tree. This is a volunteer plant. Mostly everything in here is volunteer. What we had in here was June plum. The cold weather, just killed it off. And so While that was happening, this papaya plant decided it's going to take over. So we just let it. We've been getting papayas from it. This is the one I just picked. It's coming along here. And here we have harvested some mini bell peppers also. But it seemed like whenever there is volunteer plants, they always do well. They always do well in the garden. So that's the garden for the most part. I can't take you in the back because I'll lose you from back there. Why I make videos for those that I can't put on live, they are on the videos. I really do appreciate you coming by. Thank you, Miss Elsie. Thank you for the raid. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Miss Watch Queen says this is not so nice. Thanks for sharing. And I thank you for coming. Thank you for the thumbs up. I mean, this is one of my biggest lives. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. And I'm glad you come by. And the goal of this channel is just to encourage you to dig a hole and plant something, folks. If you're not sure what to start with herbs like basil and oregano. Put it in a container. And I guarantee you, once you do your first harvest, you won't want to stop. Oh, the rain is coming down now. And I do appreciate you coming. And I hope you continue to watch the videos. Oh, I was going to give the birds their food today, but it's raining right now. They're not going to get it right now. So come back next time and see what's happening, either in the kitchen. Oh, by the way, the next live, I'm going to be showing how I make papaya bread. And I'm going to see if I can get it done on Sunday. So subscribe and get your notification on so that when that comes up, you will know when papaya bread is going to be the next live. So come back and see. So true. Love your backyard. Thank you. See what's happening right here or in the kitchen of the Charles Fort Lauderdale garden. I do appreciate you coming in. Yeah, the rain is here. So take care, guys.